Hi, everybody. So, can I start? It's okay for you? I am a wine producer. My name is Fabio Caputo. The name of our winery is Podere Pellicciano. I come from San Miniato. San Miniato is a beautiful medieval village located in Tuscany. The first things who I want to introduce is our family, so all our staff. There is my brother Federico on our left, my sister Martina, our winemaker is a consultant who helps us, my father, my mother, and here in the corner. We have 10 hectares of vine, so if I'm not wrong, in feet, it's something like 23, 24 acres, okay? Our project is try to appreciate local grapes from Toscana. Okay, first Sangiovese. Sangiovese is the grapes more important in Tuscany, and with Sangiovese we produce different kind of wines. Let me show you. But in Tuscany we have a lot of different kind of grapes. Yes, of course, Sangiovese is the grapes more important, but we grow also Colorino, for example, is another important red grapes. We grown Malvasia Nera, Canaiolo, and we grown also white grapes for produce white wine. I don't know if you never heard Vermentino. Vermentino is a kind of white grapes typical from Toscana. We grown also Trebbiano Toscano. We grown Malvasia Bianca, and we have also a little bit of San Colombano. Here you can see all our wines. The production is separate in different series. We have the first series are 4 different wine who we call single varietals. In Italiano we say monovarietale. Monovarietale means wines made with just a kind of grapes, where the name of the wine is the name of the grapes. For example, here we have Trebbiano. Trebbiano is a white wine. Colorino is red, okay, pure. Remember, for these 4 labels, just one kind of grapes. Sangiovese, of course, the grapes more important here in Toscana, and Malvasia Nera. For these 4 wines, the production is very small, something like 1,000 or 900 bottles per each label. And then I want to show you the other series. So these 3 wines are very important for us, the Mafefa series. What meaning Mafefa? Mafefa is an idea of my mother, and the meaning is the first 2 letters of our name, the son and daughter name. In fact, M-A means Martina, my sister. F-E means Federico, my brother. F-A means me, Fabio. Okay, so these 3 wines represent the son and daughter of the family. We are 3, so all the time I say we have 1 wine per each. The Bianco, the Mafefa Bianco is my wine, okay, because it's like me, more friendly, easy to drink, okay. And we have also the wine of my sister, Rosé. Rosé is another kind of wine, friendly, easy, more for summertime. And then we have also the wine of my brother. Mafefa Rosso is like Federico. I don't know if you remember Federico in the picture, but Federico is a little bit more thick than me, more strong. No, you can see in the picture. His wine is like him, with more strong, with more alcohol, and is good in pairing with the dish with more structure, like red wine, like red meat, for example. Another important wine is our Chianti, our San Miniatello. So I think the major part of you know the appellation of Chianti. What meaning? Chianti is a kind of wine who we can produce here in Tuscany. For produce Chianti, we need an approbation from the consortium of Chianti. I don't know if you know, in Tuscany exists 2 different kinds of Chianti. Chianti Classico and just Chianti, because are 2 completely different areas of Tuscany. In San Miniato, we are in the Chianti area and not in the Chianti Classico. Chianti Classico had a black rooster in the top of the bottle, usually. It's like the logo of the consortium, okay? This one is our red wine, very appreciated because it's very easy to drink, fresh, very good balance between acidity and tannin. And then, last one, we have also another series. Oh, I lost a series. Okay, this one, Leisure Series, Leisure Blend. Series represent our two wine for daily use. Very light, made with the Rosso, is made with Sangiovese, and the Bianco is made with Trebbiano. Also, these two wines have stories. My mother invents stories for everything, for all our label. And I want to show you what is the meaning of leisure. Leisure means the name of two employees, Ledo and Gianfranco, okay? Ledo and Gianfranco are two employees, two retire, who now not work more with us, but Mama decided to dedicate for them these two wine, because represent is like a present for say thank you for your help, but represent also a wine for them generation. Because in the past, like 30, 40, or maybe also more, 50 years ago, wine here in this area was used in another way, with massive use every day, and sometimes 2 or 3 bottles per day, but different kind of wine, not the wine who we produce now, but wine like the Leisure Series, wine more light, more easy, who you can drink also 1 glass more, okay? We have a very small production of extra virgin olive oil. What meaning extra virgin? Extra virgin means olive oil made just from the first press, okay? Also for our extra virgin olive oil, we grown only indigenous varietals of olive typical from Tuscany, okay, like Moraiolo, Lecino, Pinola, Frantoio. And another thing important for produce high quality of extra virgin olive oil is important have the harvest the same time, the same day of the press. So the best, for have the best result, you must to pick the olive the same day of the press. Very important, because you can have more freshness, more fruity flavor in your olive. And then another thing very important is not true who the extra virgin olive oil is better when it's not filtered. Is a fake. The first things who we must do it is filter the oil after press for remove a lot of impurity. Okay, so after press we filter the extra virgin olive oil by cotton, and then we bottling in thin, okay, in this kind of metal bottle for protect the olive oil from light and oxygen. Okay, do you want to see the cellar with me? What do you think? We pick the grapes in September by hand. Okay, we use just a small basket for not damage the grapes during the harvest. We arrive here with the stem, the grapes, we squash the grapes for transform grapes in grapes must, and then by tube we pump the grapes must inside in our tank. Here start the process of winemaking. So this process is the alcoholic fermentation. Okay, alcoholic fermentation means transform grapes must into the wine. We prefer use steel tank, like this one, other one, for the alcoholic fermentation, because we have a best control of the temperature. Okay, here, like you can see, in all our tank, we have a temperature control, a thermometer for control the temperature. We try to keep the temperature during the fermentation process around 20, 22 Celsius degrees. Otherwise, we can lose a lot of precious flavor, a lot of precious particles. Okay. We have a cooling system on the wall. You can see this black tube where inside we have liquid who cool. When we don't want the color, okay, the contact is very short, something like 1 hour, few hours, that's it. And then we remove the skin and we continue. Sometimes after the fermentation, we remove the skin wine. In this part, we have on the top the solid parts because of float. So we remove from the valve the wine. At the fermentation, we have the wine, but it's too young. Wine needs to stay of time in age. We produce wine who you can drink more young and wine who we can drink also in the future. The difference is in the quality, in the choice of the grapes. We have vine in the top of the hill where we have a best exposition under the sun and where the concentration of the sugar is more high. This kind of grapes are good for produce wine with more structure, wine with more body, who need to stay also more time in the cellar. I mean, in the tank or in the barrel, and then also in the bottle. We continue in these other parts of the cellar. We have French oak and few American oak. Oh, this one is American oak, and this one is French oak. French oak. Why oak? Because this kind of wood is very good because wine can breathe inside and we can soften the tannin. I don't know if you know what is the tannin. Tannin is when you feel the astringents on your mouth. Especially Sangiovese, Colorino, Canaiolo, all of these kind of grapes are very rich of tannin, okay? And sometimes we can't exit in the market without the aging in the barrel. Otherwise, wine can be too aggressive on your palate. All the time, we try to make wine with balance. Balance means wine who have structure, but who is not aggressive on your palate, okay? Who have freshness, but not too much acidity. Is a technique, okay? And is not all the time very, very easy. So also for this reason, we prefer use already used barrel and not new. Otherwise, if you use new barrel, you can have too much extraction of flavor from the wood in your wine. And then the taste of the wood can cover the taste of our grapes. And we don't want these things. We try to be more neutral possible because we work for appreciate the characteristics of the Tuscany grapes, like Sangiovese, Colorino, Canaiolo, all of them, okay? So, use barrel, French oak, a little bit of American, and the time of the aging can be minimum 6 months until 1 year, 1 year and a half, okay, maximum. After the aging in the barrel, we do the blend. So we take a sample of each barrel. Here, I don't know if you can see, we write what is inside, okay? Rosso Toscano Malvasia Nera is a wine from 2018, and Malvasia Nera is the varietals, 225 liters, the capacity. After 1 year, 2 years, it depends, we take a sample of each our barrel, and then with our, together, me, my brother, and our winemaker, we create the blend together. Blend means the last result. And it's the best part because we have to try all, and then we create the blend how we prefer more. All the time we try to follow the vintage before. For example, an example, this one is the Mafefa Rosso, the wine of my brother. Also, this one is made with 3 different kinds of grapes. Remember, Sangiovese, Malvasia Nera, and Colorino. We take the vintage, for example, 2015, and we try to make another blend, maybe better, if we can. We work with the partnership of Mother Nature, okay? Every year we have a different weather, every year we have a different result. and we never know because weather can change very fast. If we have a thunderstorm, for example, can destroy everything in a few minutes, okay? It's very stressful, but it's also the beautiful part of our work, and we love it. So after the blend, we bottling here. In this room, we have radio of a little bit of music, and then the bottling machine. So through, we use a tube, okay? So through the tube, the wine arrives here in the plug-in of the machine, and then we put the empty bottle like this, empty bottle, into on the tape, okay? And then maybe I am able to show you also how it works. So turn on, you can see the tape right here. And then there is 6 different pistons here who push up the bottle inside of the nozzle here. And then when the bottle go up, open the nozzle, the wine enter in the bottle. When arrive here in the other part of the machine, the bottle is full, and then by the tape enter in the other parts. Here we have, sorry, now we disassembled a piece of machine because the last wine who we bottling, it was a kind of wine with the metal top. So we don't need of this kind of machine. Otherwise, usually we have another things like this, I don't know how you can call in English, who put the bottle on these pistons, push up, here, these parts of the machine squeeze the cork and push inside of the bottle. After, we have the full bottle here, in this part of the machine, and by hand, we put the bottle in this kind of cage, okay? Remember, it's important, especially for wine who need to stay in the bottle for a long time, turn down the bottle, like in this position, because it's important who the wine touch in the cork, okay? This wine is the Trebbiano 2017, and is ready for to be labeling with this other machine. Okay, this machine put the foil, can be white, red, black, it depends on the different kind of series, and then the label front and rear. So this one is the Leggia Rosso, our entry level. Now we are in the end of the production with this label, because the new one, the new label will be this one. Can you see? Old and new. And how I told you before, Leggia means Ledo and Gianfranco. And this one is the line of Ledo, the face of Ledo, and the face of Gianfranco. Okay, so it's another kind of label, show a history, and the things is I think more important for us. All the time we try to leave some things in the heart of the people, okay? Because also for Leggia here, you can't understand the meaning, you know, but with two face of two men, maybe you can understand something more, okay? I think here is enough. When the bottle exits through the bottling machine, we fill up the cartons by hand, and then we prepare palette like this. Just a second, I show you. We prepare a palette like this. We can put 100 boxes, and then we distribute in the local market, or we can ship to our wine club members. Okay, I think it's enough, but if you want to see other things, unfortunately I don't have light outside, otherwise it would be great to show you also the vine, but I can't. No light. Oh, now is the best parts, eh? Then we have the tasting here. Mama prepares some things to eat. Yes, a few things like this one is pecorino. This one is a kind of sausages typical from Toscana, who we call finocchiona. Finocchio is the fennel, okay? And inside of these sausages, we have a seed of fennel. Can you see? I show you also our glasses, our wines, everything. Also, the glass is very important when we drink wine. If you want, you can also use the standard glass for water, but it's a shame because all wine have a different characteristics and it's important appreciate the characteristics of the wine. For example, if we drink Mafefa Bianco, my wine, Mafefa Bianco is an aromatic white wine, so it's very rich of intensive fruity flavor. Okay, for have a best appreciation, is important to use this kind of glass. Okay, because the opening of the glass is more small than the other, so you have the concentration of the flavor on your nose. Okay. Otherwise, we can use, for example, for young red wine, for example, not very structured, the standard wine glasses, this one, okay? If you wanted this one, you can use it for everything, okay? But when you open wine who come from, for example, 2015, like our Sangiovese, who have aging in the barrel, aging in the bottle, this kind of wine need to breathe, okay, when after open it. So it's important to use this kind of glasses because you can see the opening of the bottle, of the glass is more big than the other. And also the surface is more big. So wine have more contact with oxygen. And you can have a best appreciation for the wine. Okay, these things is very important. Another things remember is the temperature. I don't know the conversation in your step, but we serve white wine, sparkling around 5-6 Celsius degrees, and for our red, more structured, we suggest to drink around maximum 18 Celsius degrees. For red wine, young, like our San Miniatello, you can also refresh a little bit. You can also drink during the summer. You can put in the fridge, but not. You can't drink at 4 degrees. You can drink at 16, for example. Okay, you can have the appreciation of the acidity, the freshness. Okay, cold, put in result the acidity. Okay, so it's very important for white wine, sparkling, but cold, put in result also the tannin. So it's not good for red wine. Okay, because otherwise the wine become too strong, too aggressive on your palate. Okay. I think is enough, but if you want, I can show you all our wines, or maybe we can open a bottle together. What do you think? I want to show you also a few things about the food we have here in Tuscany. In Tuscany, we use a kind of bread, white, without salt. We not use salt in the bread. It's very neutral, without taste. But it's very good for topping with a lot of things. The example more important is the olive oil. This one is our olive oil. Okay. This one you can use for just topping on the food. Little bit of olive oil. That's it. If you want, you can add a little bit of salt, kind of salami, or this kind of cheese. Also the cheese, I don't know if you know pecorino. Pecorino Yeah, pecorino is a kind of cheese typical from Tuscany. Pecora is the sheep, so it's made with milk from sheep. Pecora, sheep, pecorino, made with sheep milk. And we like topping also this one with the Tuscany bread without salt, because the bread is full of salt, but the food is very rich of salt, of taste. So the pairing is very interesting. And then, yes, we can open some things. So this one, open bottle. And then I love Sangiovese. So now I will open the bottle of Sangiovese from 2015. 2015 in Tuscany was a great vintage. Okay, unfortunately not the 2014. 2014 was a difficult vintage, but 2015, 2016 was a very too good vintage here in Tuscany. So cut the foil first things, and then let's to open it. And it would be great if you want to come in Tuscany